sidewalk and catwalk steps are secure. They're not cracked or bent. They are free of debris. My electrical line is secured to the back of the tractor in the front of the bulkhead. It's not cut or frayed. It is in the lock position. That little latch there. Make sure that it's locked, that it won't pop out while you're driving down the road or making turns. My brake lines are secure to the back of the bulkhead. I'm sorry, the back of the tractor and the front of the bulkhead. They're not cracked or leaking, and the glad hands are secure in the lock position with the rubber grommets in place. My drive shaft is not cracked or bent. The U-joints, front and back, are secure. They're not cracked or bent. They are free of debris. My tractor frame is secure. It's not cracked or bent. There's no illegal drill holes. My splash guard is secure. It's not cut or frayed. It's not hanging dangerously low. My bulkhead has no bulges or cuts. It's not missing any rivets. The lights and reflectors are secure. They're not cracked. They are the proper color. My torque mount is secure. It's not cracked or bent, front and back. The leaf springs are secure. They're not cracked or bent or misaligned. The U-bolts are secure. They're not cracked or bent. There's no shininess on the threads that indicate looseness. My bushing is secure and it is in place. My brake chamber is secure. It's not cracked or leaking. The hoses are secure. They're not cracked or leaking. My slack adjuster and push rod are secure. They're not cracked or bent. With my wheels chalked and my brakes released, I should not be able to pull more than 1 inch on the slack adjuster. My brake drums, right in. My brake drums are not cracked or bent. There are no illegal welds. My brake linings are secure. They're not cracked or bent. They're not worn dangerously thin. My tires, inner and outer walls, no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. The tread is wearing evenly, has no more than 2/32 tread wear. The bud spacing, okay, you got 2 tires here, so when you have 2 tires mounted together, you have bud spacing. My bud spacing is free of debris. Tires are mounted properly. My rim is secure. It's not cracked or bent, no illegal welds. My lug nuts are secure. They are all present. There is no running rust or shiny thread, which would indicate looseness. My axle seal is secure. It's not cracked or leaking. My valve stem is secure. It's not cracked or leaking. If I had a pressure gauge, I would check for proper tire inflation. My airbags are secure, top and bottom. They're not cracked or leaking. My shock absorber is secure, top and bottom. It's not cracked or leaking. My apron is secure. It's not cracked or bent. There is no gap between the apron and the skid plate. My skid plate is secure to the platform. It's not cracked or bent. It is properly greased. My release arm is secure. It's not cracked or bent. It is in the lock position. My platform, that's this thing here with the notches in it. My platform is secured to the tractor frame. It's not cracked or bent. The mounting bolts are secure. They're not, no shiny threads to indicate looseness and none missing. My sliding fifth wheel is secure. The pins are secure. They're not cracked or bent. They are in the lock position. Either duck underneath here or behind the landing gear. Way up here's your kingpin and locking jaws. You want to tell the examiner my kingpin is secure, it's not cracked or bent. The locking jaws are secure, they're not cracked or bent, they are in the locked position. My mud flap is secure. It's not cut or frayed, it's not hanging dangerously low. My lights and reflectors are secure. They are not cracked, and they are the proper color. My trailer frame has no dents or cuts. The cross members are secure. There's none missing. My landing gear is secure to the trailer frame. It's not cracked or bent. My landing pads are secure. They are not cracked or bent. They are free of debris. My crank handle is secure. It's not cracked or bent. It is in the locked position. The side of my trailer has no bulges or cuts. It's not missing any rivets. My lights and reflectors are secure. They are not cracked. They are the proper color. My brake lines are secure. They're not cracked or leaking. My sliding tandems. Both sets of these tires slide forward or back. My sliding tandem is secure. The pins are secure. That's your locking pins right there. Those two right there. The pins are secure. They're not cracked or bent. They're in the locked position. My sliding tandem release arm is secure. It's not cracked or bent. It is in the locked position. Okay, we'll duck underneath here. This is the area where you can see the brake parts the best on the back of the trailer in here. Okay, these are your brake drums. They are secure. They're not cracked or leaking. The hoses are secure. They're not cracked or leaking. That's your push rod. That's your slack adjuster. My push rod and slack adjuster are secure. They're not cracked or bent. With my wheels chalked and my brakes released, I should not be able to pull more than 1 inch on the slack adjuster. My brake drums, so it's the outside part here. My brake drums are secure. They're not cracked or bent. There are no illegal welds. My brake linings are secure. They're not cracked or bent. They're not worn dangerously thin. This is an air ride trailer, okay? So you have shock absorbers and airbags. My shock absorbers are secure top and bottom. They're not cracked or leaky. My airbag mounts are secure top and bottom. The airbag is not cracked or leaking. My torque mount is secure. It's not cracked or bent. The bushing is secure and in place. Tires. Inner and outer walls. No abrasions, bulges, or cuts. The tread is wearing evenly. There's no less than 2/32 tread wear. My bud spacing is free of debris. The rims are mounted properly. My rim is secure. It's not cracked or bent. There are no illegal welds. My lug nuts are secure. They are all present. There's no shiny threads or running rust which would indicate looseness. My valve stem is secure. It's not cracked or leaking. If I had a pressure gauge, I would check for proper tire inflation. My hub seal is secure. It's not cracked or leaking. It has the proper fluid level. This line right here, that's how you can tell if it's proper fluid level. If the fluid is above that line, you're good to go. If it's below that line, you need to add some to it. My mud flaps are secure. Not cut or frayed. They're not hanging dangerously low. If the trailer has an ABS light, you have to mention it, okay? It says ABS right on it, so it's easy to find. My ABS light is secure. It's not cracked. It is the proper color. This is a roll top door, all right? You also have swing doors. The big difference between the two is the swing door has hinges and the roll top has your cables, okay? My door has no bulges or cuts. The cables are secure. They're not cut or frayed. My door latch is secure. It's not cracked or bent. It is in the lock position. My strap is secure. It's not cut or frayed. My lights and reflectors are secure. Not cracked. They are the proper color. You want to tell the examiner? I would check this side of the trailer and the tractor the same as I checked the other side. Then I would recommend asking, how much time do I have left? He'll tell you how much time you got left. Think about if you missed anything. Walk back around. At any point in time, as long as the 30 minutes hasn't expired or you've told him you're done, you can go back, and if you've missed anything, you can get those points if you point them out. Also, the tug test and the leak test that we went through. Study that. That is the most important part. That's the only part of the pre-trip that will auto-fail you. If you can get past that and not auto-fail, you should be able to score 67 points here, okay? If at any point in time, as long as you got time left, if less than 30 minutes expired, I don't care if you're at the back of the trailer and you realize you did something wrong on that tug test or leak test, tell the examiner, let's get back in cab. I want to correct that. If you correct it, to correct it, you have to go back and repeat the tug test. So if you're in the middle of your leak test and you make a mistake, and you know you made a mistake, you still have to go back to the tug test, which that means if you started pumping the brakes, you're probably gonna have to restart the truck, build the air pressure back up, which takes a little bit of time. So, but like I said, I've had students mess that up 3 times, get it right the 3rd time, and still be able to score 67 points. So don't panic if it happens, just go back and fix it right there. But that examiner is not going to tell you if you auto-fail until that 30 minutes expires, or you tell the examiner that you're done.
But they might tell you that you passed before you get to the end, right?
I doubt it. They do that with instructors sometimes, but they're going to let you finish the whole pre-trip.
Okay.
Give you a chance to auto-fail, huh?
Well, that's the only place you can auto-fail.
Really?
Is in the cab doing that tug test and leak test.
So that way you got honk the horn, let them know you're done?
No, that's when you're doing the maneuvers.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't honk the horns here when I checked them because we don't do it because of the neighbors. But
right.
At the site down there, when you're taking your test, you will actually honk both horns, your city horn and your high
on the maneuvers.
Yeah, the only time you honk and it's a city horn, when you're doing your maneuvers and you're done with the maneuver, you blow your city horn to let them know you're finished.